want to, do the opposite what the mind is saying, do it.
Okay.
And the more you do it, 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 the more you're building a relationship between me, myself, and I. What we say, I don't want to do it, but your body is saying, I want you to do it.
I need it.
I need
to
this
do it.
thing.
Yeah.
So you kind of get out of the mindset of, I don't want to do it, and you start to get into a mindset saying, you know something, I may not want to do it, I may feel tired, but my body is going to appreciate it. And if my body appreciates it, it's going to give me feedback, good health and other things, to say, keep going. So it's not so much about motivation. In the beginning, that's fine. But over the long haul, it has to become a habit. It has to become a lifestyle. And if it's not a habit, if it's not a lifestyle, you cannot maintain it. And I've been doing it regularly all the time for 37 years.
Do you think it's a discipline thing as well that comes into it? Do you think you
Yeah,
have to have
yeah.
a certain level of discipline? You've got to learn when to say no to these, outside factors that tempt you into, say, eating a certain way. Because as we were discussing off camera, there's a lot of consumerism in the world, a lot of temptation, and a lot of the temptations that we have are negative, I find. Look at all the sugar in all the products of the food. Look at all the preservatives. There's not many things now.
No, but in the same time, that shouldn't stop you from exercising, right?
No, but you could argue the stuff that you put in your mouth can change.
It's 75% of the process.
Yeah.
The physical exercise is about 25%, give or take, about 25% of it. And I say, but this is the thing.
But for me, I feel like that 20% that you just mentioned there seems to be the thing that people struggle with the most. Certain people can even change their diet a little bit, but to get them to actually start training on a regular basis and actually be consistent, it becomes an issue where they will do it for a few weeks, they don't see the results straight away, they will stop.
People like
And
to
they
be
will see
comfortable,
certain
don't
people,
they?
so they'll see somebody like you and think that, this guy must have been exercising for 2 years. Or maybe for a year. But no, you've been exercising for over 30 years. It's not something that just comes to you just
week
like
in,
that.
Week out.
Exactly.
Because
So
it's a habit.
Yes.
It goes back to start off with the mentality to say, we are creatures of habit. I want to cultivate a new habit. Don't think motivation, don't think, I need to be inspired. I want to cultivate a new habit. And any habit that we want to cultivate in the beginning is difficult. Any habit, regardless of what that habit is. Yeah? Mm-hmm. Because not everybody brushes their teeth every day.
no.
Not everybody showers every day.
No.
People who do why wouldn't they do that? Because they didn't create that habit. However they were raised, that wasn't a part of their upbringing.
No.
Yeah?
No, definitely.
So it's not as if, we all do it. We chose directly or indirectly to cultivate those kind of habits. So we have to start to say to ourselves, if exercise is this important, if eating right is this important, don't overthink it. I don't have some kind of secret that nobody else has. All the information is available to everybody. The information is all out there. You just got to put these pieces together and just get it done. Don't overthink, should I eat this? Should I eat that? What do I eat? Just start getting rid of sugar and processed stuff. Pot noodles, get rid of things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah? And exercising. Just start that.
No,
And from that, let's tweak it a little bit. A bit of shoulders, a bit of this. Oh, let's try some chicken breast. Let's try a bit of rice. Let's try a bit of this. And then over time, but to try and get to where I am straight away, that takes time.
So,
that takes
so
habit.
what would you say to a person, doesn't matter if they're parents or not, but what would you say to a person that gone to that side and let themselves go to the situation where they're not happy where they are and they want to do something about it? What would you get them to focus on to make sure that they can actually get to where they want to be in some way or achieve those targets?
I would say, first and foremost, when you come out of the shower, hopefully you've got a mirror in your bathroom, stand there naked and look at yourself.
I've heard that before.
And look from top of your head to the bottom of your feet, and then look yourself in the eye and have a conversation with yourself. And say to yourself, do I like this? Most people don't like it. But instead of starting to cultivate certain habits to change that, it becomes a process of depression. Because they think about the negative and think, I don't like this, and 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 I don't like that. If you focus on what you don't like, you're feeding the negative. You have to create a habit to say, okay, I don't like that, I don't like that. Okay, what do I like? I don't like anything. Then let's start to move towards liking something.
Do something about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have to have a starting, a middle, and an end.
No, definitely.
And the starting is looking at yourself and say, where I'm at right now, I don't like it. And if I, as an individual, don't walk that path to make certain changes, changes won't happen.
So would you say it's similar to like people that are alcohol that drink too much alcohol and alcoholics, people that are too much into drugs? Is there a concept of actually having to accept that, you know what, there's certain parts of, I have to say in some way.
I think when it comes to like substances and things like that,
No, I mean like to compare the two in terms of exercise for that person that's let themselves go and they want to be able to get back to a kind of a disciplined kind of routine.
so, some people have...
They have to admit that, okay, this is what I've been doing to myself is wrong. I need to be able to sort it.
Yeah,
in some way.
you have to have a
Even
mentality
people
like
mind
that.
having to like write it down even sometimes.
And I say, but when it comes to drugs and alcohol and stuff like that, sometimes that's beyond what the individual themselves can do by themselves.
Okay.
Especially if you're an individual that have addictive traits about you. Sometimes you need
No,
external
I-
intervention to work with that.
Yeah.
But when it comes to eating well,